Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Eating Myself Thin. My name's Alex and I'm documenting my Mounjaro journey, which I started on the 8th of September 2025. And if you are new here, welcome, nice to meet you. Thanks for clicking and watching me. I started my journey on the 8th of September and I was starting weight at that stage of 17 stone 2.4 pounds, which was, oh, do you know what? I don't even know what that was in kilos and pounds now. I'm really sorry, I haven't written it down. But that wasn't my heaviest weight. I've done lots of other videos about it, but very briefly, just if you're new here, I have always been a fat girl. I've never known a time to be a normal weight. I've done so many different diets. Honestly, any diet you can think of, I have done it. I've had lots of gastric surgeries as well throughout my life. And the lowest weight I ever got to was 13 stone 6. And in the last few years, I've put 3.5 stone back on. And that's why I've started Mounjaro. So that's where we are. If you are just coming back to join me, thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. If you are watching this video and you're not subscribed and you've watched maybe 2 or 3 of my videos now, please consider subscribing. It really does help my channel. Or if not, just press that like button, give it a smash, and share with your friends if you think it'd be something they'd be interested in. But thank you all so much. I am still just as humbled as ever before about the amount of people watching me and my waffle. So I appreciate you all so much. So let's get into this week. This is my Mounjaro week 8, and I've made a massive mistake over the last 2 weeks. And I'm going to go through my update with you now, and then I'm going to tell you what I've been doing wrong. And I honestly did a video last week, it wasn't even a week ago, I don't think, about plateaus and stools, and the fact that I've gone through this many and many times because of all the various weight loss surgeries I've had and diets that I've had when I've been really strict and cut down calories way too much, too dramatically, and it causes you to plateau or stall. And I did a video about this. And last week I had a gain of 0.4 of a pound, and I was really not worried about it. I thought I was going to have the whoosh effect, which, if you don't know what that is, watch my previous video. I talk all about all the different reasons why you can plateau or stall. But I thought I was going to have a whoosh effect, that my body was just getting used to burning the fat, the cells were staying there, and then I was going to have the whoosh effects and we a load out. But after like 4 days after doing that video, I got on the scales again, thinking that I must have had the whoosh effect by now, and I'd actually stayed the same, and I'd been eating really well. So I was a bit concerned. So I thought, right, Alex, follow your own advice. I hate counting calories, absolutely despise counting calories. I have a good idea of calories. I didn't think I needed to count calories, right? I thought I knew what I was doing. But I didn't. I actually didn't. So I'm going to go through my week 8. I've got my notes again, people. I'm sorry, but I can't just do it like that. And I'm no good at editing. So it's either, I'll do my best. All right. So, last Tuesday, I took my dose of 5 milligrams. Obviously, I had increased slowly to the 5 milligrams because I'd had a lot of trouble going from 2.5 to 5 milligrams. After the second time I took 5 milligrams, I felt awful. I couldn't eat. I didn't want to be near food. It was stopping me doing what I love best, which is cooking, and I didn't want that. So I lost a good amount of weight that week, but purely because I couldn't eat. and that's not healthy. So anyway, I did take the 5 milligrams again on Tuesday, and I was fine, absolutely fine. So the next day I woke up, felt good, felt positive. I didn't have any side effects. No side effects at all, actually. I was feeling really, really good. Started my day with a protein yogurt, which I do most days, and a protein coffee. I have shown you before the protein powder that I buy. There's two that I've got, and I'll put them. I don't know if I'll be able to link one of them because I buy it from Costco, but I can put the link to. I might be able to put a link to it. I'll try. It's a Kirkland branded one. And so yeah, I had my protein coffee, and then I cooked a spaghetti bolognese for that night. Now I haven't got a picture of that one, but all the rest of the food that I've been eating this week I do have pictures for, and I'm going to put them up. I'm also going to put up the nutritional information from where I put a recipe into my Fitness Pal. So I've created a new recipe actually this week, which was absolutely delicious, and I'll put the pictures up later on and the nutritional value of those. But this is exactly how I found out what a big mistake I was making. Honestly, I can't get over myself. I've been such a muppet. So I had spag bowl for tea, fine, followed by my homemade rice pudding. I think I've mentioned this before. I make a big batch of rice pudding. I love rice pudding, and sometimes in the evening, if I want that sweet treat, because it's homemade, obviously, I'm thinking that's fine. And I had a portion of rice pudding. I'll show you my portions. I dish them into little pots like this, and they go in the freezer, and that's my little treat. And I've been having that quite a lot at the end of the day. So that was Wednesday. Feeling fine, feeling good, on top of the world, actually thinking this week I'm going to have a really, really good loss. Thursday, coffee again, protein coffee, protein yogurt. I went out for lunch actually with my mum. Well, I call her my mum. She's not actually my mum, but I don't have my mum anymore, God rest her soul. But my second mum, anyway, who I adore. She's adopted me at 50. We went out for lunch to Banana Wolf. I don't know if any of you guys have. I know it is a chain, but I don't know if they're in your areas. But I had this salad picture to follow. Oh my life, it was absolutely delicious. It had obviously normal salad leaves, rocket, baby spinach. I couldn't name all the salad leaves that were on there. Had boiled eggs on there, it had prawns, it had some goat cheese, bacon bits, with a ranch dressing. Oh, and fresh beetroot. Oh my lord, it was so nice. I couldn't eat it all. It was absolutely delicious. I had no idea how many calories it was, and I didn't care. And I had 2 pints of lager. Now, this is the first time I've had a drink really since taking Mounjaro, and I felt okay at first. So we're eating our dinner and everything's fine, and we had a couple of drinks, and then I had to go to Costco because I wanted to get my mum a card for Costco. I wanted to sign her up so she can go in whenever she wants. Well, we got there, and normally shopping is my thing. I love shopping. I love browsing, and I started to feel really rotten. I think it was the alcohol with Mounjaro. I don't know if anyone can tell me if this is normal to feel this way, right? But I felt so bad. I can't even describe the way I felt. Just felt like I just wanted to go home to bed. I had no patience. I didn't want to walk down all the aisles looking at stuff. All the Christmas stuff was out, right? And normally I'm like loving all that stuff. I didn't want to walk down all the aisles. I wanted to get in and get out. And that's not like me. And that's what I did. So we came home, and I didn't want to eat dinner. So instead of eating dinner, I had one of my rice puddings. And after the rice pudding, I felt even worse. So I went to bed. So I'm thinking that was probably the alcohol, but also I'm thinking, was it to do with the rice pudding because of the amount of fat that's in there, which I will go into in a bit. So anyway, that was the Thursday. On Friday, Yeah, I got on the scales for a little cheeky midweek weigh. Now I don't normally do this. I've been really strict to only weigh on a Monday because you do fluctuate a lot, right? And if I was to weigh every day and see ups and downs, it would mess with my head. So I haven't been doing that. But because I had that slight gain last week, I was thinking I've been so good that surely I must have had the whoosh effect by now, and I would have lost at least 2 pounds. Got on the scales and I had lost zero point 0.2 of a pound, right, in 5 days. And I'm thinking, right, this isn't making any sense now. I can understand why I get it sometimes, as I've explained in the video I did about plateaus. It is common, it does happen, and normally I don't worry about it. But this felt like, oh, this isn't right, and I must be doing something wrong here. So I was thinking about all the stuff that I was eating. And like I say, I when I make a new recipe, especially if I'm trying to eat healthily, I will put my recipe into my Fitness Pal, and it works out the calories per portion. So I thought, right, let's start tracking my calories. Like I said in my video, I'm going to track my calories today and tomorrow, and there must be something going on because I'm definitely eating under my calories. Definitely. So I don't understand why this is happening. So I did that. I started logging all my stuff that day. Anyway, it got to, oh yeah, I made, which I'm going to put a recipe up. I made a beautiful Chinese steak fried rice. Now, I love cooking Chinese food, and I'm quite good at it, actually. Well, so my family says, so they might be telling me a load of lies, but I do love cooking it. But Chinese food does tend to have a lot of sugar in it, right? And well, Chinese takeaway cooking. There is a big difference to the way Chinese people cook, actually, and the way we buy it from the Chinese restaurant. Huge difference. But obviously, I want it to taste like a Chinese takeaway. So that's how I cook it. But I made this steak fried rice. I'm going to put a picture up. And it was absolutely delicious. I dished up a little bowl of it. I put a picture up and I couldn't eat it all. But it's got quite a high protein content and it's not bad for your calories and it's delicious. So I am going to do that recipe for you guys. Anyway, so obviously I'm on my Fitness Pal putting in the ingredients for that. And I thought, right, while I'm doing this, I need to put in the ingredients for my rice pudding. I make a huge batch of it. So I'll use a whole packet of the rice pudding rice. Is it called a Boreo? A Boreo rice? I think it's called something like that. Alberto? No, it's not Alberto, is it? I think it's a Boreo rice. I use a whole packet, like a 500-gram packet. I use 4 pints of milk, and I use 6, 12, 1800 milliliters of double cream plus sugar, right? So for this little portion here that I've got here, that I've been having nearly every day at the end of the day, right before bed as well, which is the bloody worst time you can eat anything, 707 calories I've been eating. 707 calories. Literally, what the actual hell? Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I honestly, I'm feeling so stupid. I'm feeling like a complete and utter muppet. There's me, like talking to all of you guys, like I know what I'm doing. I clearly don't know anything. I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so I've been eating 707 calories per day extra on top of my on top of my like really healthy eating. So that's why I had a gain last week. I caught onto it on Friday. I had the epiphany. Oh my god, you know that I can't do it. But you know what I mean? Like the heavens opened and made me realise, like a realisation. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked. So I haven't had the rice pudding since Friday, and I've done a lot better, a lot better. So let's get into my numbers, shall we? So, my heaviest weight. This isn't from Mounjaro. My heaviest weight, 25 and a half stone, which is 357 pounds or 162.2 kilograms. As you know, I started on the 8th of September and I was 17 stone, 2.4 pounds. Last week, I was 15 stone, 7.2 pounds, having gained 0.4 of a pound. So that's 217 pounds two, or 98.7 kilograms. This week, I weigh 15 stone, 5.1 pounds, or 215.1 pounds, 97.7 kilos. So I've lost this week 2.1 pounds, or 1 kilo nearly, giving me a total loss since starting on the 8th of September of 1 stone, 11.3 pounds. So that's in the 8 weeks, 25.3 pounds, or 11.5 kilograms. My total loss from my heaviest weight is, drum roll, blimey, 141 pounds 9. Mad. Absolutely mad. I have to say that weight loss has come in the last 2 days. So I'm hoping now, because when I waffled on in my last video about upping your calories and doing it gradually, and then that will help you lose weight again. This is what I've done to myself without actually trying, by getting it wrong, right? So I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. It's gonna be fine. I know now. Well, I'm gonna say this, and it might not happen. I think I'm gonna have a very good loss for next week, and I think that will be the whoosh effect, because I will have been holding on. Obviously I've been eating that rice pudding, which is extra calories that I didn't realize I was eating, but in the long term that will help me now. So I'm thinking I might have a good loss next week. Let's see, come back and find out. I hope I do, because otherwise I'm going to look like even more of a muppet, because I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, what have I made this week? I've made steak fried rice with the vegetables I have in there: broccoli, pak choy, onion, garlic, and peas. Oh, an egg as well. I've made a tomato soup this week. I call it like a save my diet soup, because it's delicious. It doesn't feel like it's a diet soup. It's honestly so nice. But if I feel just a little bit peckish or a little bit snackhead, like I want to grab a packet of crisps or a chocolate bar or anything like that, I'll have a mug of that soup and it sorts me out. It really does. So I am going to show you guys that as well at some point. I've been drinking lots of water this week. I did go to make myself a coffee so we can sit and have a coffee together today, but I've just realised I don't have any bloody milk left, so I've got my juice instead. So cheers. If you got coffee, cheers. So yeah, obviously another thing to get over this week, and I'm sure a lot of you will be in the same situation. My kids have been trick-or-treating, which means I have got a mountain of sweets. Not only the amount of sweets that I had to buy for the people knocking on the door every 2 minutes, but the sweets they then brought back, which is probably double what we had in the beginning. So yeah, the house is now full of sweets. I haven't touched it, so that's good. And I have just taken yesterday my next dose of the 5 milligrams, and again I'm feeling good. I don't get any side effects. The only side effects really that I've been getting is the odd bit of constipation, and I have tried various things for that I haven't worked actually, but there is one thing that does. I've tried the Senecot, I've tried the Gut Star, and the only thing that's really worked for me is the Dulcolax. I should have brought it down so that I could show you, but I didn't. I think it's. I'll put the text up. I'll put the text up now. What it's called. That's the only thing that's really helping me with that. But they're the only side effects really that I'm getting. Oh, yesterday as well, I cooked a roast lamb. I sous vide it. Does anyone know about how to sous vide cook? Because it's the most amazing way to cook your meat. That sounded wrong. Yeah, so it's a really good way of cooking. Well, anything really, don't have to be meat, could be anything. And I use that method a lot for cooking. In fact, I can tell that this channel eventually is going to turn into a bit of a cooking show, because I've also got every gadget you can think of to cook with or use for cooking. Literally everything. My cupboards are full of gadgets for things, and I would love to take you along that journey of showing you how to use each and every one. Let's talk about my weight loss. Obviously, I've had a 2.1 loss this week, and obviously a little loss like that doesn't normally show. But I have got some non-scale victories that I want to share with you. One of them is my clothes, so my tops. This top definitely is starting to get is quite a bit big for me. Yeah, it's getting a bit big, this one. My collarbones are coming through. Can you see? Only if I walk around like that. I can't walk around like that all day, but I keep looking at them in the mirror. Really proud of them. Can you see them? I don't even know if you can see them. I got into my size 16. They are stretchy, but they're still a size 16 trousers, like a, stretchy pair of jeans. So I'm really, really happy with that. And there's one other thing. Do any of you guys suffer from this? And I always get I get embarrassed about this, but I'm thinking, what the hell? I'm just going to talk about it. On the back of my neck, if I can show you, I don't know if you can see it, but just here, I've probably still got it a bit, but I'd had like a hump. When I was bigger, when I was like 25.5 stone, the back of my neck used to have a big hump on it, and I used to hate it, and I was so embarrassed about it. But it's starting to go now, and that is one thing I'm so happy about. And I don't need to be embarrassed about it anymore. So yeah, but that's about it for me this week. I've got my mic on this time, so I really hope that you can't hear my dog snoring. In fact, she is laid over on the couch sleeping right now, but I'm hoping you can't hear her snoring this time. I am going to put a picture up right now of my Muppet Storm. She's an absolute, complete and utter Muppet, but we love her so much. She's the most adorable thing, and she loves us so much too. We wouldn't be without her. But I'm really sorry some of you could hear her snoring through the video last time, and then I know some of you was a bit put off by it, and yeah, so I hope you can't hear her snoring this time. But anyway, so yeah, that's my update for week 8. That was the massive mistake I made. I still can't get over what I did. But I followed my own advice, and that's how I found out. So if any of you are like struggling with losing weight from week to week, and you're kind of staying the same, try counting your calories for a week, and you might be surprised about those sneaky calories, like just getting in there without you really realizing it. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to any of you. But thanks for watching. I am going to do another video this week for my sort of weeks 5 to 8. I've done a video weeks 1 to 4, so I'm just going to do a video that kind of encapsulates, that's a big word for me, isn't it, my whole like last month, my last 4 weeks. So it's a bit easier for people to follow along rather than just having to watch all of them, because I know I waffle one. Anyway, nice to see you all. Thanks for coming. If you've got this far and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel or press the like button. Come back and see me again, and we can sit and have a chat and a coffee. Also, actually, if you've got any questions that you want to ask me, it's a bit scary always say give me some questions, because if I don't get any, then I'm not going to do a video answering any questions, because there might not be any. But if you have got any questions, if you want to know a bit more about me or whatever, then yeah, I don't know, I'll be happy to share. I'll be happy to share some stuff. But anyway, that's it from me. Take care. Mwah, and I'll see you soon. Hi, sorry, I've just realised I didn't talk about my dose and how much suppression and stuff that I've been getting. So yeah, the 5 mg dose is the dose I've been taking. I've been doing it every 5 days since I upped to the 5 mg dose, and that is working really, really well for me. I don't like it tapering off doing it the 7 days, because I really struggle. So I've been doing it every 5 days and it's been perfect. The only little thing that I'm getting is the constipation, which I mentioned. But as far as suppression goes, I'm feeling suppression during the day, especially if I'm not home, and if I'm not working. I used to tend to eat out of boredom a lot, and so the suppression has been good to the point that I'm not eating out of boredom, which is what I want. But I still feel like I want to make a nice dinner, and that's exactly what I wanted. My liquid willpower is how I put it, and that's exactly what I feel like I'm getting with the 5 mg dose. Day 4, I'm not as suppressed, but I'm not ravenous. Like, I could eat everything in the whole house. Like, I could eat my sheets. So that's good. So I'm going to stick with that for the time being, and I'm going to stay on that for as long as possible. If I start to find that I'm struggling a bit more after 2-3 days, then I might take my dose down a bit and split dose. So maybe do, instead of taking my dose up to the 7.5, maybe do 3 mg on a Friday morning and then 3 mg on a Monday evening, so that there's the 3.5 days in between. I have watched a few videos about that, and that works really well for some people. So I'm going to stick with what I'm doing right now, but if I do start to, if those my snack head starts creeping back in, I don't like calling it food noise. I just don't. So I'm just calling it snacky head. If that does creep back in, then that's what I'll do. So yeah, anyway, I'm sorry I've interrupted your video, but I'd forgotten to say, and so I had to come on and do it. So yeah, one more thing, sorry, and then I'm going. I've set up an email. It's eating myself thin at icloud.com. And what I'd really like is if you've all got some of your favourite recipes that you cook that help you eat healthy, or to help your snack heads, or your go-to stuff that you're really proud of that's lovely, send it to me and I'll make it, and I film myself making it, and I'll give you a shout out. I just want to try some new stuff, and sometimes when you've got so many recipes, you get stuck, don't you, doing the same things. So send me them in, send me as many as you want, and I will be starting to cook. I'm sorry that I haven't done it yet, and I keep promising I'm going to do some cooking. Obviously we had the half term and I had the kids home, and it would have been, I was going to try, but my husband was right. He said there's really no point when the girls are here, so I didn't. But I'm going to start doing that this week. So send me some in, and yeah, I'd love to do some. All right, thanks again. Sorry I keep coming back, and you're like, just piss off.